Hi guys, it's Ugo and welcome back to another video. Today I have a big announcement to make. I'm making my first ever booktube project. So this project is inspired by the book 8 Perfect Murders by Peter Swanson, and in that book, if you don't know, the main character created a list of 8 books that he considered has the perfect murders that were incapable to catch things. So the idea is very simple. We have the list of 8 books, we read them, we discuss them as a book review as we always do, but also in the murder point of view. So not only we assess that if the book is good or not, if the book is enjoyable or not, but also to assess if the murder is perfect or not. See the mistakes, see, okay, this doesn't work, this works on this era but not in the 21st century because we have different techniques like DNA and something. And the idea is we judge the book, we judge the murders. If the murders are simply brilliant and it can look like a perfect murder, or if it has flaws and is not a perfect murder. I think it's a very enjoyable idea because we'll break a little bit the standard of the reviews. We're not just reviewing the book, we'll be reviewing the action of the book and try to think a little bit outside of the box, do a little bit of research, do a little bit of thinking, and in what would you feel it is a perfect murder or not, and what could work or not today. And I think it will be very fun, it will be very interesting to see the different reactions, because for me something could be a perfect murder and to someone else who has a different perspective or can say, but we can look at this or can look at that, it can lead to something. We have different opinions and we may have different opinions on the murders and if they are perfect or not, and I think will be amazing to see that. So I create an hashtag May Perfect Murders because we will be reading this in the month of May, and basically is this. I will show you now the books that are featured on the list. I won't give much detail, just a small brief introduction to what the book is about, and I hope I can count on you all to read with me at least one book and join this project, because I thought a lot about this. I had this idea when I read the book, and it was in 2020, and I was thinking about when was the time to put it, and I think now is the time, and I'm very happy with it. And let's start. So one of the books in the list, and the first one, is The ABC Murders by Agatha Christie. This is a classic Israel Poirot novel, and basically the killer in this novel kills by the alphabet. That's why it's the ABC Murders. He goes by alphabet. The victims have little connections. It's a very interesting plot and a very interesting idea, and I think it's one of the most known books I have here on my list, and I hope you guys enjoy it if you read it. The second book is I think the most recent of them all, and is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Donna Tartt is the author of The Goldfinch. In this one we have I think it's a secret society, or it has to be with a secret on between a student field. I think they are students. I don't know if it's college or if it's a high school, a private high school, but it's a very secret setting in a high school environment, and it has to be with a secret that's going to be unveiled, blackmails. I think it will be enjoyable for someone to like to know the secrets and something. I think it's a brilliant story for those. The third book I will show you is Double Indemnity by James Cain. James Cain is the author of Mildred Pierce, another classic, and in this one it's a woman, and I think it is her lover. I don't know if it's lover, but they will plot the murder of her husband so can get the insurance money, and they plot the perfect murder, as it says in the back cover. I think this must be setting in the 30s, 40s. It's a very small book, so I think it will be a very fast read. Another book on the same genre, and I think some of them are in even, I know it was the other one from Peter Swanson, but has very much to do with husbands and wives killing the other. It's Malice Aforethought by Francis Iles. And this one is the husband who wants to kill his wife, and he wants to kill his wife because he's having an affair, and in the big society, in the big elite, it can have affairs, it can be public, so he tries to kill his wife the way he can. Let's see how it is. I already know, but I'm interested to know more. It's very interesting. It's very dark. I like it. So yeah. The next one I think is pair in pair with the ABC Murders to the most known book. It is Strangers on the Train by Patricia Highsmith. She's the author of the Talent Mr. Ripley. It's a book series, and in this one we have two men who decide to swamp murders. So since they are strangers on the train, they will not get caught, or they think, because things happen that are not predictable. The other book I want to talk about is The Red House Mistery by A. Milne. This is the author of the Winnie the Pooh. He also wrote thrillers. This edition is like huge. It's like a magazine, so I was very shocked when I received this book. But in this one we have the Red House, which is a property, and we have two siblings that reunite after many years, and then they close themselves on the office from the owner of the Red House. And then the staff hears a shot, the owner is dead, and the brother is missing. But the detective is not so convinced that things are the way they are. The last two books are DeathTrap by Ira Levi. This is a play, and it's a dark comedy genre. So we have, I think, two writers from Broadway and some from theater, and they are without ideas, and they found a young boy, like 18 or something, younger than them, and they see he has talent, so they try to take advantage of him, and then things go wrong. He said in the book, in the 8 Perfect Murders, that it was a little bit different from the others because it was more like sometimes a comedy, but it was a play, but it was very good, and it was in the theme of A Perfect Murder. The last book is one of the main character's favorite book, and it's The Drowner by John D. MacDonald. He was biased by him saying that, because he said that he had to include it, even if he thinks it's not one of the best books and one of the best stories out there, but he had to include it. And The Drowner follows a woman who is found drowned on a lake, but the people around her and the people around the village didn't think it was just an accident, it was a murder, because of all the relationships that she had with other people. Let's see. And these are the 8 books. These are the 8 books I'm planning to read because I want to read them all. I want you to feel enjoy and to enjoy this project. I think it's very interesting because there are different genres. We have from the classic Poirot novel to the more modern. We have different eras, different types of stories, different motives for killing, and I think that is very interesting. I hope you guys join with me in this adventure. I hope you read a book, 2, 3, all the 8s. Let's discuss. Don't forget to use the hashtag #MayPerfectMurders, and just enjoy this literature adventure. Let's discuss the murders and find what are the perfect murders or not. So I hope you guys enjoy this little announcement. I hope you guys join the project. I'm very happy. As you can see, I cannot stop talking. And yeah, I post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and on Saturday. So I see you guys on my next video. Bye.